What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's filthiest pitches of the day. I am Pitching Ninja, and I'm here with a very sexy Will Leahey. He's too sexy for this show.
It's absolutely right, Ninja. Speaking of sexy, we had the Royals at the Dodgers, and we had a tall hunk throwing junk, and that tall hunk is Tyler Glasnow. Another spectacular outing. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 walk, 9 Ks, Ninja. And I know that 9 Ks gets you fired up.
Absolutely. A scoreless outing by him. You stole my thunder. I usually read the line scores, but you know what? That's okay, Will, because you're excited about it too. He had these fastballs up to 99 miles an hour. He had these hammer curveballs, picked up a sword on his curveball, and 8 swings and misses on those hammers. But to me, the biggest pitch of the game was his front door two-seamer. This is the first time I believe in his entire career, at least as far back as I can remember, that he picked up a front door two-seamer on a lefty. Look at this. His fastball is usually straight, so his four-seam fastball doesn't have a lot of run to it. This two-seamer had 13 inches of run to it, starts at front hip, ends up in the zone. I believe he's only thrown 6 two-seamers to lefties all season. And if this is giving him confidence, look out league. He's got more weapons than Oppenheimer. Here's an overlay of his fastballs and curveballs, and it's just unfair. And you can see why he leads the league in strikeouts. After the game, Tyler Glasnow discussed the development of his two-seamer and what it does for his entire pitch arsenal.
Tyler, is that two-seamer kind of been in your back pocket the last couple of years and you just kind of developed it more here for the Dodgers?
Yeah, I think it's just like such a vertical approach. It's just nice. Like it's basically just a heater, so it's not like you have to learn a new pitch. And I think it gets me behind my four-seam too, so it keeps guys like left, right, while also being up and down, but it like kind of fixes all my other pitches as well. I've just been a lot more comfortable throwing it kind of up and into righties, and today to a lefty, and I'm just trying to mix it in a little bit more just to try and not be so predictable.
Glasnow helped the Dodgers dethrone the Royals 3-0. Brady Singer wasn't bad yesterday. He had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 3 runs, had these sinkers and sliders.
Would be remiss, Ninja, not to mention Shohei's double dongs here. First one, 451. Second one, 400. Double 400 nukes here. That's what Shohei does.
Well, and before we leave this, prayers up for Mookie Betts. I mean, this just sucked. I watched this live, actually slacked Will during the game. Like, I hate this. Mookie Betts, one of my favorite players to watch. Love the dude. He's going to be out for a substantial period of time after taking this off the hand. The other thing is Yamamoto is now on the IL, so we're going to need outings from Tyler Glasnow if the Dodgers are going to keep up their pace. Now for the rest of the whip around the league. Miles Mikolas had 5 Ks in 6 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run on 4 hits. He's had 3 good starts in a row. His last 3 starts also, he's only given up 1 total walk. Filthy stuff from Mikolas. He had these sinkers, curveballs, and picked up a sword. And Mikolas and the Cards dealt the Cubs a loss 2-1. Jameson Taillon was solid himself. He had 3 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had this nasty breaking stuff, including this curveball and sweeper. Mitchell Parker had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run. He had this splitter, slider, and curveball as the Nats topped the Marlins 3-1. Jesus Luzardo was yesterday. He had 2 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had these changeups and picked up a sword. In an awesome starting pitching matchup that did not go the way that anybody expected, Zach Wheeler took on Corbin Burns. The wheels fell off wheels as the Orioles won 8-3. Zach Wheeler had 4 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, giving up 4 home runs. Wheeler gave up 8 runs on the game, including 9 hits. I think this is the most home runs he's ever given up in a start. Did have this fastball and curveball, but his ERA rose to 2.84, and now he's dropped to 3rd in the NL Cy Young race behind Ranger Suarez and Tyler Glasnow. He faced Corbin Burns, who was solid again yesterday. He had 7 strikeouts in 6 innings, giving up 2 runs. His ERA is now 2.14, and I'll keep saying it, Corbin Burns is still not at his peak yet. He had his fastballs up to 99 miles an hour and allowed him to get bad swings on his curveball because he tunneled his curveball really well. You can see that curveball coming at the same height as that fastball. Can't tell the difference until it's too late. He picked up swords on his curveball, had this filthy slider and cutter, and his curveball, slider, and changeup all have over a 36% whiff rate this year. And his cutter's no slouch. Hitters are only hitting .220 against his cutter. So many weapons for Corbin Burns. Zach Eflin had 7 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 3 earned runs. He had these fastballs, curveballs, and sweeper. As the Rays stung the Braves 8-6. Hurston Waldrop had another not so good outing yesterday. He has good stuff. He'll come around at some point, but just not right now. He had 2 Ks in 3 1/3 innings, giving up 6 runs. He gave up 2 home runs this game, painted with his 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Jose Barrios had a below-average outing for him. He had 1 K in 6 innings, giving up 4 runs. The Jays still won 7-6. He got a K on this fastball. He faced Ben Lively, who had 4 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had the sweeper and curveball. Tyler McGill had 5 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had this Expelliarmus fastball, this knuckle curve and sweeper, and of course, his good old American spork. He faced Dylan Cease, who ceased to pitch well yesterday, as the Mets won 11-6. Break up the Mets now, Will.
They're on a heater, Ninja.
Ever since Grimace threw out the first pitch, they're just on a run, man. Cease did have these sliders and knuckle curve, but a very forgettable outing for Dylan Cease. Colin Ray had 6 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 2 earned runs, as he was a little ray of sunshine for the Brewers as they beat the Reds 5-4. He had these sweepers and outdueled Frankie Montas, who had 5 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 3 runs, and had these fastballs and splitter. Ronel Blanco the Tigers yesterday. I mean, gee whiz, he gave up no hits, no runs, had 8 strikeouts in 7 innings. His ERA is 2.43, and I don't know, I kept waiting for him to be a fraud this season. He is not a fraud. He is for real. He had these changeups and sliders, picked up a White Castle special with these sliders, and here's an overlay of his slider and changeup, and you can see how far apart these things end up. Dude is filthy. Bailey Ober had 8 Ks in 6 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run. And these fastballs and changeups, he had 8 swings and misses on his changeups this game. And if you had the Ober for the A's runs this game, you probably lost, since the Twins beat the A's 6-2. Ober faced J.P. Sears, who had 1 K in 4 1/3 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had this elevated fastball. Josh Fleming had 2 Ks in 4 scoreless innings. He had this changeup and cutter as the Pirates slashed the Rockies 8-2. Faced Dakota Hudson, who had 5 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 2 runs, had this fastball and slider. Ben Joyce was the opener yesterday, and it's so much fun watching Ben Joyce start a game. He had 3 Ks in 2 innings, giving up only 1 hit, no runs, had these fastballs at 101 and 102 miles an hour, as well as his slider. And his 102.3 mile an hour heater was the fastest pitch by an Angel starter in StatCast history. I mean, honestly, Nolan Ryan pitched for the Angels, and who knows how fast he threw, but I don't know. Did he throw as fast as Ben Joyce?
I saw the tweets before the game that he was starting, and I thought I didn't realize he was opening. I thought they just moved him to a starting role after he struggled a little bit coming out of the bullpen. I was like, let's go.
Absolutely. He can do it. Like, free Ben Joyce with the purchase of a Ben Joyce at the regular price.
That's what I'm saying.
The Giants ended up beating the Angels 13-6 this game, but who cares? I wanted to see fastballs. I got fastballs. I don't care about the score. The Twins beat the A's 8-7 in the second half of the doubleheader. Chris Paddock faced Joey Estes. Neither were very good. Paddock had no Ks. Estes had this sweeper. Who cares? Marcus Stroman had 3 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had these sliders and cutter. Faced Cutter Crawford, who went 6 innings with 9 Ks.
Very nice.
And giving up 3 runs. Had a very nice outing, Will, as the Red Sox beat the Yankees once again, 9-3. And Will is so happy about this. Look at him.
Ninja, they won the series, second in a row. They're back. They're not out of playoff contention just yet, Ninja.
This was the Red Sox playoffs. Cutter had this painted fastball. Of course, he had his cutter, as well as these sweepers. And I was very impressed by Juan Soto answering this interview question while tracking down a fly ball. I mean, really impressive stuff. I usually hate in-game interviews, but this was kind of cool.
It says you played with Harper, Judge, and Stanton. Who has wowed you the most with the sound the ball makes off their bat?
Oh my God. Definitely Harper. I mean, it's a different sound when you're coming from the minor leagues to the big league.
And then Tristan Casas gave perhaps the interview of a lifetime. Dude had so many words pent up in that big mouth of his. He just couldn't stop talking. They even sent Brian Bayo out because Kenley Jansen said, dude, you're talking too much. Stop talking. But that did not stop Tristan Casas.
So I'm in coach pitch, and I'm so young. I don't really know what's going on at this point still. I'm still just playing baseball just to burn calories and get out there and get some sun.
Right.
I come back to the dugout crying. So my dad, being the dad that he is, grabbed me by my shirt, dragged me to the line. His mom actually called child services on my dad, had him arrested at the field. No, for real. This is no joke. At the field. That day, my dad taught me a super valuable lesson. I had a responsibility to my teammates. I had a responsibility to my coaches, to the parents that showed up that day, all the fans who were at that Little League game, to go out there and give my best effort no matter how I was feeling on the bench.
And after the game, they updated his Baseball Savant page to include his interview skills.
Just an absolute chatterbox, that Casas.
Jordan Montgomery pitched well yesterday at 7 Ks in 5 innings, giving up no earned runs. Is Monty back? He had 18 swings and misses this game. 10 out of 12 swings on his changeup were swings and misses. He also picked up 6 swings and misses on his curveball, which is a death ball. That thing just drops straight down. As the D-backs slithered by the White Sox 12-5. My co-filthiest starting pitcher of the day yesterday was Logan Gilbert. Logan Gilbert had 9 Ks in 8 innings, giving up only 2 hits and no runs, as the Mariners and Gilbert outgunned the Rangers 5-0. Gilbert had these heaters in the upper 90s, curveballs, and picked up a sword on this wicked curveball. He also had these sliders and splitters. He had 8 swings and misses on his splitter yesterday, 9 on his slider, 21 for the game, which was the most of any starting pitcher for the day yesterday. Here's an overlay of his splitter and fastball. That's pure filth. And I love this. Look at Walter get fired up after his 9th K of the game. Dude, it's electric factory. He faced Dane Dunning, who had 8 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had these sinkers, cutters, and changeups, but the Green Snake was unable to keep up with Logan Gilbert. Now onto my filthiest relievers. Yanier Cano had this slider. Daniel Hudson had these sliders. Kyle Finnegan had this dirty splitter. Ryan Helsley picked up a White Castle special. Zach Kelly had these sweepers. Dylan Lee K'd the side with sliders. Josh Stallmont K'd the side and had these sliders. And Sir Anthony Dominguez K'd the side with his sliders and heater. My top 5 filthiest pitches of the day yesterday. At number 5, we have Dave Roberts and this wicked seed throw. Absolutely nail Freddie Freeman in the face. At number 4, Ben Joyce and his absolute flamethrower of an arm. At number 3, we have Justin Martinez throwing a 102.5 mile an hour two-seamer with 18 inches of run. This dude is pure and utter filth. At number 2, Logan Gilbert and his Trident or Albatross, one of the two. We'll go with one of those names. And at number 1, I'm going to go with Tyler Glasnow and his front door two-seamer, because if he can keep nailing this pitch, it will take him to a whole nother level. And Lord knows, we do not need Tyler Glasnow at another level. And now, my pitching ninja moment of zen. Heard of rain delays, but here's a jet delay.
Before they were budding superstars.
Everyone's looking on it.
My picks of the day today, it's Paul Skeens Day, so we're going with all Paul Skeens. First pitch velo between 100.1 and 101 miles an hour. Yep, this is the 3rd time I'm going to do it. It won the first 2. Let's go for 3 in a row. Then I'm going to take Paul Skeens for 3 Ks in the first inning, just because I like the odds at plus 1,000. And I'll top it off with Skeens for over 8 Ks. What would your picks of the day be?